Hello, hello, hello. This is the draw and the pick for phase 3 of the tournament. I fucked up. Alright? I'm gonna explain how I fucked up. So now it's not gonna be 9 teams, it's gonna be 7. I'll tell you why it's gonna be 7. Because I didn't take into account that up here there is 31 fucking groups. From group A all the way down to group F, it is 31 groups. I failed to realize that phase 2 only had 16. So obviously you need to have one for each. So basically what I did was like, okay, so to Sassuolo, they were part of the pot five, but then I had to fill up the rest of pot five with teams for we got like down here. So like you have Coventry that got so it doesn't so some teams that got second place are also in here with the rest of the five with the rest of them. And so what that basically led to me think I lit all up and I'm still missing two teams, right? I was still missing two teams in total. By the way, all these guys in sixth place, they all got a second chance. I know. I'm sorry. I just fucked up when it came up to the math about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even cared about that whole second place system. It would just would have been Genk as well in there somewhere. Because and even after I did all that, I was still missing two teams. So I put all the teams that got seventh, and I picked the teams that had the most points, which was Atlanta, QPR, Al Faiha, and Atlanta United, QPR, Al Faiha, and Chengdu. They all had 22 points for being teams that got seventh place. So I put them on a little wheel thing to pick the 2 out of 4 of them, and it turned out being Atlanta United and QPR. All right, just that's in mind. So the table's a little fucked up when it can. So everything up here is fine. First, second, third, fourth place, they're all 31, all accounted for. The problem is that with these ones, some of these, like all of the ones that got here, in first place, they're on the fifth spot. Perfect. We also have teams like Midtjylland, Nice, Eibar, Hoffenheim, and Ferencvaros. Even though they got up here, the pot was full. So Ferencvaros go down to pot 6, and vice versa. So that's how it basically happened. I fucked up, but I think it's gonna work regardless anyway. It just made this part a little bit more unnecessary, but it's fine because at least I'm still rewarding teams that got 6th place rather than teams that got like 7th, 8th, and 9th, whatever. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like if you come down here, we have the top 4 teams are gonna go to the Champions League round. That's I want the best teams to be in the next round. 5th and 6th will be going to a different where it's gonna be a group of 4. They're all going to groups of 4. So the Champions League will have first place will be in pot 1, second place will be in pot 2, third place will be in pot 3, fourth place will be in pot 4. Whereas over here, pot 1 there'll be 2 wheels. One will represent both pot 1 and whoever got 5th place. They'll all be in pot 1 basically, and these guys will be in pot 2. Yeah, so there'll also be groups of 4 with 2 teams from pot 5 and 2 teams from pot 6 to represent that. And then this one's gonna be a quick one. It's just gonna be like basically it's gonna be a quick little knockout tournament probably. It just depends how many there's gonna be. I still don't know how many teams there's gonna be left. If there's a little bit more than like obviously it has to be 8, 16. If there's 16, then we'll have like little groups. Or it'll be a knockout tournament. It'll just be a quick knockout style. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I think that's just going to be a quick bracket style tournament for teams that got 7th place. It's unfortunate. I didn't take into mind that there's less groups in phase 2 that there was in phase 1. So, my bad. But with that being said, everything's nice and ready for us to get started. So we have all the pots 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll understand. You'll see once you get it, once I get there. But first place, let's go to first place. These are all the teams that are in the first place group. Let's shuffle it up a bit. Alright. And let's start spinning it. We have our first team coming out. We're just gonna get rid of all the pot 1s and then go through all the pot 2s, etc. So Dortmund are in group A. So we go over here. Group A has Borussia Dortmund. All right. Next one we have is Bournemouth. Bournemouth will be the top right there. Al Ali from Saudi Arabia. Al Ali. Struggle with that one a little bit. LAFC. So LAFC, they'll host Group D. Aston Villa, the next one. Let's go this way. Tottenham. And Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao. I even know they got first place. Did they get first place? Huh. How could I forget? Alright, so let's go there. Perfect. So Bilbao got that one. Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo. Alcacia. Alcacia. Looks like it's gonna be Lyon. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Lyon. Leverkusen. Leverkusen got that one. Al Hilal. Al Hilal. Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Alright. In the next group we have Stuttgart. And this way, at least it still rewards teams that got good positions in their previous rounds, you know? Marseille. Marseille. AC Milan. Oh shit. Around things. Wait a second. I gotta remember that's Milan. That's all you gotta do. Go copy. Copy V. 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 It's probably gonna be as much as up here, to be honest. A little bit more. Copy V, copy V, copy V, copy V. Alright, that should be enough. Did not count that. So group P with Milan in there. Cube Q. I'm gonna pick Q, R, group R. Group S, Group T, QRST, Group U, Group V, TUV, WX, Group W, Group X, WXY, Group Y, Group Z. Alright. Why is that one a little separated? I don't know. Group Z. Then I need. Okay. Group N. Group N. Group Sadia. Group Sadia. Group. I'm just gonna cut group slash. Group slash. I don't know what that one's called. Umlaut. I think that's what it's called. Group umlaut. So I did an extra group. I didn't need to do this one. Cut. Whatever. Group F. Let's see. Control V. There we go. New. Alright, go back over here. Alright, I'm caught back up now. Barcelona. My beloved Barcelona. They're in group Q. Is that the same group they were in before? No, they're in group U. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I was gonna say, like, there's no way. Okay, Barcelona. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. This is 22? What? Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. Fuck. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Yeah, 17. My bad. I thought 22. I'm a fucking idiot. No, we're good. Okay, that's Barcelona. See who's in their group. Manchester United. Seems like that's the one. Manchester United. PSG. PSG. Alright. Atlético Nacional, the Colombian team. Atlético Nacional. Porto. Oh, my bad. Strasbourg. Inter Milan. Alright. It's gonna be Fulham. They just got Gonzalo Garcia, by the way. That's a crazy sign for Fulham. Alrighty then. Got some chips. Sevilla. It's gonna be Lille. Alright. Wolfsburg. There's a few teams to be wary about in the other pots. By the way, pot 2 has Manchester City in it. By the way, they got second place in their in phase 1. And pot 3 has Bayern. Those are scary pots to try and get. Arsenal. Real Sociedad. Okay, so I guess we just have one group less, which is odd, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna go with it. Because there's gonna be 31, right? So why the fuck? Liverpool. Oh, there wasn't. Fuck. Never mind. I fucked up. Cool. I fucked up. So yeah, no, that's right. Because Liverpool and Crystal. I'm just dumb. Crystal Palace. All right, that's all the teams from who got first place in phase 1. So remove that. Open this. We're gonna delete that one. So now second places. Like I said, there's a lot of interesting teams in here. Ajax, Roma, Newcastle, Fenerbahce. But the big one that everyone's gonna be scared of is Manchester City, Atletico Madrid. Those are some big boy teams. Now shuffle, 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 shuffle. Let's see. Who's Dortmund gonna face out of the second pot? Juventus isn't there? Juventus? Wow. All right. Already we have a big one. Juventus. Big matchup right there already between those teams. Feyenoord, that's a big one. I mean, all these teams right here are gonna be big ones now. So Feyenoord. No, what am I doing? I'm already fucking up. Feyenoord and Bournemouth are gonna be the same group. Nice. Brestois. Okay. So Brest will be playing against Al Ali. Chelsea, that's a big one. That's right. So Chelsea will be in the same group as LAFC. Heung-min Son will play against his London rivals again. River Plate will be going to Aston Villa's group. So River Plate. Who will Tottenham be playing against? Celtic. That's a good one for them. They got lucky with that one. Scottish side, Celtic. Athletic Bilbao. Who do they get? Manchester City, that's the scary one. Unlucky Bilbao, but you got the scary one. Manchester City. Alright. That's one of the scary ones. The one that no one really wanted to play against. Lons. Alright. This is delete that. Lons versus Celta Vigo. That's an interesting one. And keep notice, I don't give a fuck if these teams play against each other already before in the past. This is like all brand new now. They're obviously not going to play against other first players or second players. If it's just luck, it's luck. Freiburg. Let me see real quick. I want to see. Okay, Lons, Freiburg. Cool. Freiburg play against Alcacia. It's not that bad of a game between either of them. They'll be happy with that. West Ham, recently relegated, but they're still pretty good in this game. West Ham and Olympique Lyon. Alright. Who will Leverkusen be playing against? Twente. Not a bad one. They'll be happy with that. Twente. Ooh, Ajax is the next one now. Ajax versus Al Hilal. Who will Real Madrid be facing now? Boca Juniors, the Argentine club. Okay. Alright. Boca Juniors. Stuttgart will be playing against... That's two easy teams, I say. Sampdoria. Marseille will be playing against Bahia. That's an interesting one because it's a non-licensed team, but still a decent team though. Bahia will be playing in that one. Who will AC Milan be playing against? Atletico de Madrid. All right, that's an interesting one. Atletico de Madrid versus AC Milan. And my Barcelona. Who will my Barcelona be playing against? It's a scary one. Como. Alright. Reunite with Cesc Fabregas. Como and Barcelona in the same group. Manchester United and Lazio. Okay. Alright. Good matchup there. Who will PSG be facing against? Club Brugge. Not the most difficult, but it's also not an easy game, so that's a good one. Club Brugge. Okay, Atlético Nacional for Colombia. We'll be playing against Fenerbahce. Copy that. do? How do I do this? You know what? If I look at that, I didn't look at it. Copy that. Fenerbahce. And then Group U is gonna have Elche. Alright, good matchup, I say. Elche, Strasbourg will be playing against AZ or Gladbach? Gladbach. Alright, Borussia Mönchengladbach play against Strasbourg. How about Inter Milan? Brentford, that's a toughie. Premier League teams are always going to be tough. So there's Brentford. Brentford right there. Torino from Italy, another good team. They're playing against Fulham. Torino. Who will Sevilla be playing against? Hamburg. That's an interesting matchup between these two. Hamburg is going to Newcastle. They recently fired Eddie Howe. It's kind of crazy. So Newcastle against Lille. That'll be an interesting one. Villarreal. That's a toughie. So Villarreal and Wolfsburg. They'll both welcome the challenge. Arsenal against AZ. That's not a bad one. Real Sociedad. Oh, wrong one. Roma. Another interesting one. Roma gets in there. Liverpool will be playing against Fiorentina. Alright. Fiorentina. And as the last place, Crystal Palace, not last place, but the next team, Crystal Palace will be playing against Jagiellonia from Poland. That's definitely the easiest game you could possibly get. But there we go. We already have 2 teams per group. A few interesting matchups already. Dortmund Juventus is the most like eye-watering one, you know. But besides that, that's it for that one. Open it up, close it down, shut it down forever. 3rd place players now. All right, like I said, this one has a lot of interesting players in it. We have Everton, Nottingham Forest. We have a lot of Premier League teams basically. The ones that really scare, Benfica, that's a hard one. Monaco, that can be difficult. But the one that's really scary that no one wants to get is Bayern. No one wants to play against Bayern. All right, so let's just shuffle. Go back here and click. Who will Dortmund and Juventus be playing against? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Wow! Isn't that a bitch? Bayern, Dortmund, and Juventus all in the same group. It doesn't get better than this. Rangers from Scotland. Alright. They'll be in this group. That group's looking pretty good too. Bournemouth, Feyenoord, and Rangers. I like it. I like it. LA Galaxy. That's crazy though. LA Galaxy gets in that group. Kind of well-decided group. Burnley. Alright. Let's put Burnley down here. We have 2 Premier League teams right there. LAFC, Chelsea, and Burnley. Aston Villa, River Plate, and who else? PAOK. Okay, a Greek team. PAOK. Who will Tottenham and Celtic be facing against? Rayo Vallecano. Interesting. Okay, Spanish sub position. Rayo Vallecano. They haven't played since Group A, so it's going to be a while since we've seen them. Palermo. Palermo, you'll be going into this group. Ooh, that's a hard group to be in, I'm not going to lie. Bilbao and Manchester City. Yeesh. Alright, Celta Vigo, Lens, and who else? Werder Bremen, the German club. Alright. Nice little variety there. We have Bundesliga, Ligue 1, and La Liga. Al-Qadsiya, Freiburg, and who else? The Cyprus team Apoel. Alright, we're having some good varieties in these groups. I like it. Lyon, West Ham, and Leicester City. Alright. Let's see how that one ends up being. Leicester City. Leverkusen, Twente, and Inter Miami. Messi will be playing against both these teams. That's not that bad for Inter Miami either. If you're a big Messi fan like I am, you're really happy for that kind of game for him, or group. Al Hilal, Ajax, and Estudiantes. Estudiantes for Argentina. All right. Real Madrid, Boca Juniors, and Sporting. It's gonna be Sporting Club Portugal. That's a hard team for Real Madrid. Not gonna lie. Club Portugal. Stuttgart, Sampdoria, and Athens. Like Athens. There we go. Al Ittihad. Alright, Al Ittihad goes to the next one. Just go over here. Alright. Ittihad will be joining Marseille and Bahia. Milan, Atletico Madrid, and who else? Everton. That's a hard one. That's going to be a hard one to kind of diagnose. Damn. Alright, and who is my Barcelona going to be playing against? Napoli. That's a hard one, but I like the challenge. We have two Italian teams together right there. Como and Napoli. Alright, I like the challenge. It's a good challenge for Barcelona. Manchester United, Lazio, and Cremonense. A lot of Italian teams here. Cremonense. Alright. We have PSG, Club Brugge, and Jeonbuk Hyundai. Alright, that's a pretty easy one. Jeonbuk Hyundai. Alright. Atletico Nacional, Fenerbahce, and Augsburg. Alright, everyone will be fancying themselves. Alright, Nottingham Forest joins this one. Oops, there we go. Nottingham Forest. So Strasbourg, Gladbach, Nottingham Forest. Okay, FCSB. FCSB from Romania is in that group. That's a good one for them. Inter Milan, Brentford, and Hertha Berlin. Alright. Hertha gets in that action. Fulham, Torino, and Girona. Another good one. I like that. I like that matchup. Sevilla, Hamburg, and Young Boys. Seems like it, yeah. Young Boys. Lille, Newcastle, and Bristol City. Another English team. Bristol City. I think Newcastle just recently lost to Bristol City on a friendly 4-1. So, yikes. Alright, and over here we have Wolfsburg, Villarreal, and Benfica. Oh wait, that one's looking like a good one so far. This looks like a very even group. Arsenal, AZ, and Cologne. Cologne FC. Copy. Cologne, Arsenal, AZ, and Cologne. Over here we have Real Sociedad, Roma, and Mallorca. Mallorca. Two Spanish teams. Alright, an Italian side. And over here, Liverpool, Fiorentina, Monaco. That's going to be a good one too. Liverpool, Fiorentina, Monaco. And over here we just have the last team, which is Levante. Alright. With that being said, that's all nice and done. Let's open this. Delete that one now. Boom. Let's open up the 4th place teams. All right. Once again, we have a few interesting teams like Osasuna. We have Ipswich, Leipzig is in there. All right, PSV is in there. These are some scary teams to try and get. Al Nassr with Ronaldo. All right, Copenhagen, Betis. Betis is a strong team. Just gonna shuffle, and now we're gonna spin the wheel. Who's the first team? Who's the first team is going to be in that really dangerous group up there? Victoria Pilseni. All right. Victoria Pilseni. Copy that. Let's put a V right there. Victoria Pilseni. Oh, what am I doing? Poor Victoria Pilseni. That's like a really fucking tough group to be in. Dortmund, Juventus, Bayern, and Victoria Pilseni. Crazy way to start a group off right there. We'll remove them. All right. Let's see. That's a tough one to be in, but it is what it is. Now we have Racing Club. All right. The Argentine Racing Club. They'll be in this group. Racing Club. Cool, cool. Al Ali, Brest. LA Galaxy, and Venezia. Venezia. All right, next group we have Modena, Italian side. All right, that's more manageable for all the teams involved. Modena were really good in the league phase, but can they continue? Can they replicate that great form they had that when they did that? I doubt it. Southampton. All right, the Saints are now in there. Southampton. All right. Tottenham, Celtic, Rayo Vallecano, and who else? Daejeon. They'll be going to South Korea again. Tottenham. They have a lot of South Korean fans over there. Daejeon. Athletic Bilbao, Manchester City, Palermo, and Auxerre. Not bad. It's not a bad one. So far, easily Bilbao and Manchester City are the best teams in that group by far. So we have Auxerre getting in there. Celta Vigo, Lens, Werder Bremen, and Ipswich. Ipswich gets in there. Al-Qadsiya, Freiburg, Apoel, Neom. All right, Saudi side. Neom right there. So 2 Saudi sides in there. Lovely, lovely. We have Lyon, Manchester City, oh my god. Lyon, West Ham, Leicester City, and Sheffield United. A lot of British in there. Sheffield United, Leverkusen, Twente, Inter Miami, and NEC from the Netherlands. Alright. That's a pretty decent group right there, I'd say. Al Hilal, Ajax, Estudiantes. Derby. Alright, another manageable team. Real Madrid, Boca Juniors, Sporting Club Portugal, and Anderlecht. Okay, it's a good team. They'll give some fight, I think. So there's Anderlecht right there. Over here we have Stuttgart, Sampdoria, Athens, and Getafe. Alright. Getafe goes in there. Marseille, Bahia, Al Ittihad, and Trabzonspor? Or is it going in Copenhagen? I saw it change green, but whatever. Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor gets in there. AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Everton, and Shakhtar Donetsk. It's a pretty difficult one. Shakhtar Donetsk. He's in there now. Now my beloved Barcelona. You have Barcelona, Como, Napoli, and Copenhagen. Alright, that's a difficult one, I'd say. So Barcelona are not getting it easy right now. Oh, I want the Copenhagen part. There we go. Alright. Copenhagen. Alright, so Barcelona, Como, Napoli, and Copenhagen. Yikes. We'll see how that goes. Manchester United, Lazio, Cremonese, and Al Nasser. All right. Oh, Ronaldo versus his former club, Manchester United. That's gonna be cool. Independiente from Argentina. All right. Independiente from Argentina and the PSG group. Cagliari. Okay, remove that. Boom. Cagliari in that group. All right. That group's kind of like meh to me a little bit right now, but we'll see. Porto, Elche, Nottingham Forest, Leipzig. That's a good one. That makes it a little interesting. Leipzig in that group is going to make it a lot more 10 tenths better. This group is also kind of slow right now. It needs a good. That's not it. But meh. See, Lecce gets in there. Enter Brentford, Hertha Berlin, and Lech Poznan. The Polish side. Poznan. Enter Brentford, Hertha, Lech Poznan. So far, those are some interesting names, at least. Fulham, Torino, Girona, and NYFC. NYFC, good in that group. Sevilla, Hamburg, Young Boys, and Rennes. Honestly, I think Rennes the best team in that group so far, in my opinion. Rennes is in there. Lille, Newcastle, and Bristol City, and Real Betis. That makes it a lot more interesting. All right. Real Betis gets his goal. Wolfsburg, Villarreal, Benfica, and Nuremberg. Okay. It would have been cool if it was PSV. Let's go to Nuremberg. Okay. Copy you. Put you right there in Nuremberg. Alright. Arsenal, AZ, Cologne, and Instituto from Argentina. Instituto Central. Alright, that's from Argentina. Real Sociedad, Real Sociedad, Roma, Mallorca, and Dynamo Kiev. Dynamo Kiev. Liverpool, Fiorentina, Monaco, and Osasuna. So Liverpool, Fiorentina, Monaco, Osasuna. We have a Premier League, Serie A, Ligue 1, and La Liga. And over here we have Crystal Palace, Jagiellonia, Levante, and now PSV. That one does actually make it more interesting, I gotta say. All right, we're gonna open that, delete you. So this is now where it gets a little hazy, right? Because it's a bunch of the teams that got first place in phase 2, but there's like a few. There's also mixed with the teams that got 6th place. It's really whatever. Like the point is, I still try to make it to where like if like depending on your position, you still got higher up. You know, you're not gonna put. I'm not gonna put someone who got 5th place or like 1st place in the phase 2 with people who got 3rd place in phase 2. If you know what I mean. But besides that, let's go into this next group where you have a few nice and designed areas. Look at that. A lot of interesting games. This one's so far crazy. Dortmund, Bayern, and Juventus. My Barcelona one's not that easy either, no? Como, Napoli, and now Copenhagen. Those are some rough teams. But let's see how this next one goes with these next couple teams coming out. If you look and see how many teams we got, we have Bodo Glimt, Frankfurt, Atalanta, Paris was really good, Sunderland, Galatasaray, that's a big one. Midtjylland's a good Danish team. Salzburg did really good. All right, besides that, it says shuffle, good result, and spin. With that being said, also, this is already done. Make sure. The fuck? Bitch. Popular. I think this is NCS. I don't know if this is copyright free or not. I don't know if this is copyright free. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. All right. This is what I already did right there. That fucking scared the shit out of me. Legia Warsaw is the first team to come out. That's a big one too. A Polish giant. This group, bro. This group is fucking crazy. Warsaw, and that's the one we're gonna start with too. So Legia Warsaw goes in that group. Salzburg. All right. Salzburg is in that group. Alali, Brest, LA Galaxy, Venezia, Hoffenheim. That's a big one too, bro. This is starting to get really interesting. We're starting to get our blueprints. Hoffenheim. Midtjylland? Midtjylland makes it big. All right. Midtjylland. All right. Aston Villa, River Plate, PAOK, Southampton, Espanyol. All right, Espanyol, the Barcelona-based team. I was kind of hoping they would end up in Barcelona's group, but oh well. Espanyol, okay, Tottenham, Celtic, Rayo Vallecano, Dijon, Al Ain. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. They're not an easy team. So Tottenham have to keep their level up. Athletic Bilbao, Manchester City, Palermo, Auxerre, and Paris. All right. Paris is right there. Interesting. Union Saint-Gilloise. Another good team. These are all not that bad teams, you know? Union Saint-Gilloise. Al-Qadsiya, Freiburg, Apoel, Neom, Atalanta. That's one of the hardest teams you could have got. Atalanta. That's going to be an interesting group. Lyon, West Ham, Leicester City, Sheffield United. Eibar. Okay, finding some variety. No more English. Eibar gets in that group. Alright. Leverkusen, Twente, Inter Miami, Nick, and Al Tawun. Saudi side. Al Tawun. He goes in there. Al Hilal, Ajax, Estudiantes, and Derby. And Braga from Portugal. Alright, not an easy team to play against. Braga. Real Madrid, Boca Juniors, Sporting Club Portugal, Anderlecht, and... Ooh, Slavia Praha. Alright, not an easy game either. Never easy. To go to the Czech Republic, and we got that game. Slavia Praha. Stuttgart, Sampdoria, Athens, and Getafe. Nice. Good French side. Alright. Marseille, Bahia, Al Ittihad, Trabzonspor, and Birmingham City. Tom Brady, be careful. Birmingham City. Alright. Then we have Valencia. So Valencia gets in this group. That's going to be a crazy group. Yeah, Barcelona's group. Barcelona, Como, Napoli, Copenhagen, and hopefully someone more manageable. Sparta Praha. Oh, that's a hard one now, bro. They're getting Barcelona hard ones, bro. I'm telling you. Sparta Praha. That's not an easy one. That's not an easy one. Ghent. Okay. Ghent is in there now. Along with Al Nassr, Manchester United, and such. Mechelen, another Belgian side. Mechelen. Athletic Nacional, Fenerbahce, Augsburg, Cagliari. Still not really loving that one. Still don't like it as much. Schalke. Porto, Elche, Nottingham Forest, Leipzig. Mainz, okay. Mainz is in there. Still makes it interesting. Strasbourg, Gladbach, FCSB, Lecce, and Frankfurt. Alright. Frankfurt. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Nantes. So, Nantes gets in there as well now. Fulham, Torino, Girona, NYFC, and Hull City. Okay, Hull City were really good during phase 2. Like, amazingly good. Hull City's in there. Sevilla, Hamburg, Young Boys, Rennes, Olympiacos. Olympiacos were really decent too. I think they won their thing, their group. Olympiacos. Greek side gets in there. Lille, Newcastle, Bristol, Real Betis. Galatasaray. That's a hard one. For all the teams, Galatasaray. It's a good team to play against. Zagreb. Okay, Dinamo Zagreb gets in there. With Wolfsburg, Villarreal, Benfica, and Zagreb. That's going to be a good group. That's going to be a good group. Arsenal, AZ, Cologne, Instituto Central, Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt. Copy. Bodo Glimt is in that group. That's an interesting one because Arsenal's in there. And people seem to really underestimate Bodo Glimt for some reason. A lot. Alright. 3 more teams left. And it's going for Sassuolo. They had a really good second chance. Sassuolo. That's a group that can definitely like work with. Sunderland. So we have Sunderland in the group with Liverpool. And last but not least, we got Coventry City in the last group right there. Alright. Very interesting, very interesting. My Barcelona group is tough, bro. My boys at Barcelona are going to have it hot, rough. So 5th places are out of there now. Let's go to 6th places. Alright, let's see the teams. We have Besiktas. We have Brighton's in there. That's a scary one. Bologna. Leeds. Cincinnati's a hard one. Never, don't underestimate Cincinnati at all. Alright. That being said, the pot 6 is about to come out. And here we go. First one to enter the group of death is going to be Seoul. It's going to be Seoul. Alright. The Korean side is pissed, but it is what it is. Seoul's in there. Oh, okay. Cincinnati's gone now. Cool. I'm happy. For Barcelona, at least. Cincinnati's a hard one, bro. So Bournemouth, Feyenoord, Rangers, Racing Club, Salzburg, and Cincinnati are in there. It's tough. It's close. There's going to be some crazy games. Whitecaps. Alright. The Canadian side, Whitecaps goes in there. LAFC, Chelsea, Burnley, Modena, Midtjylland, and New England. Alright. They were not that bad in phase 2, so hopefully they can keep that from going into the next one. Alright. Aston Villa play PAOK, Southampton, Espanyol, Ferencváros. It's a difficult one for everybody else because Ferencváros are actually really good. Tottenham, Celtic, Rayo Vallecano, Dijon, Alain, and Monza. Alright, an Italian team. There you go. Aarhus are actually like a sleeper too, you know. No one expects it, but they're actually pretty good. Aarhus are in there. Celta Vigo, Lens, Werder Bremen, Ipswich, Union Saint-Gilloise, San Lorenzo. They're up and go. Sometimes they play really good, sometimes they play really bad. So San Lorenzo's in there. Alcacia, Freiburg, Apoel, Neom, Atalanta. Someone from Atalanta's the best team for me in that group. Ooh, Bologna makes it interesting. 2 Italian teams. Alright. 2 Italian teams in that one. Lyon, West Ham, Leicester City, Sheffield United, Eibar, and Viking. The Norwegian outfit. Alright. And Leverkusen, Twente, Inter Miami, Neck, Altaun, and Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Alright. A Premier League side. Messi going against Premier League opposition. Konyaspor. Turkish opposition. Konyaspor. Going in the Halal's group. Real Madrid, Boca Juniors, Sporting Club Portugal, Anderlecht, Slavia Prague, and Panathinaikos. Good Greek side. Panathinaikos. Stuttgart, Sampdoria, AEK Athens, Getafe, Nice, and Rakow. I'm a big fan of Rakow. Rakow goes in there. Marseille, Bahia, Al Ittihad, Trabzonspor, Birmingham City, and Genoa. That was one of the difficult games. All right, Genoa. And then we have AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Everton, Shakhtar Donetsk, Valencia, and Preston. Before I go into this next one, because it's my team coming up next, Preston North End. All right, now we're here. Barcelona, Como, Napoli, Copenhagen, Sparta Praha. Let me see the teams that are left. Okay, Oviedo, Besiktas, I don't want to get them. Leeds. It's just Brighton. Brighton and Leeds. Those are the ones I wish not to play against, because the group's already as hard as it is. It's going to be Union Berlin. All right, the German outfit, Union Berlin, joined the group. All right, it's hard, but it can be done. Union Berlin. They get in there. Good group. Leeds. All right. Leeds going to the group of Manchester United, so they'll be playing against Premier League opposition. PSG will be playing against Brøndby. Okay. Brøndby IF. PSG have it pretty easy, to be honest with you. Brøndby, Atlético Nacional, Fenerbahce, Augsburg, Cagliari, Schalke, Lanús. Very boring group, if you ask me. I'm not gonna. Well, it's not that I'm not gonna look forward to covering it, but the teams in there don't really like strike you. I guess Fenerbahce just a little bit. Porto, Elche, Nottingham Forest, Leipzig, Mainz, and Brighton. Okay, that group got interesting. This group is gonna be very interesting. A lot of like equal teams right there. Mainz and Brighton again together. The rematches on between those two. Strasbourg, Gladbach, FCSB, Lecce, Frankfurt, St. Pauli. St. Pauli, get in there. Inter, Brentford, Hertha, Lech Poznan, Nantes, and Sturm Graz. Austrian outfit. Sturm Graz. All right. Fulham, Torino, Girona, NYFC, Hull City, and Sporting Gijón. Sporting Gijón. Sevilla, Hamburg, Young Boys, Rennes, Olympiacos, Vélez Sarsfield. Vélez Sarsfield, Argentine club. Lille, Newcastle, Bristol City, Real Betis, Galatasaray, and now Kocaelispor. They were really good during phase 2, so I'm excited for them. Kocaelispor. Wolfsburg, Villarreal, Benfica, Nuremberg, Zagreb, Besiktas. Besiktas. Copy that. Look at that, bro. This group's also gonna be really fucking fun. There's so much variety in that group. Alrighty. Arsenal, AZ, Cologne, Instituto Central, Bodo Glimt, and Racing Santander. The Spanish side. Racing Santander. Real Sociedad, Roma, Mallorca, Dinamo Kiev, Sassuolo, and Argentinos Juniors. Argentinos Juniors. Alright. Liverpool, Fiorentina, Monaco, Osasuna, Sunderland, and Utrecht. Utrecht. Then we have Oviedo over here. Alright. Really fun right here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We have one more thing left. So open up, shut that one down. This is the last phase. This is the last group with teams like again. Wrexham's in there again. They got another fucking chance. They're like a fucking cockroach. You can't kill them. I guess the hardest one I can see from this group would be fucking. I don't know. They all kind of have their moments. I don't know which one I wouldn't want to play against. Spin it. In the final matchday group, which is a fucking huge one, they'll be adding Bochum to it. I think, right? Yeah, Bochum. Alright. Bochum joins that group of death. Not looking good for them, but Bournemouth, Feyenoord, Rangers, Racing Club, Salzburg, Cincinnati, Hearts. They also got another chance. Hearts joined that group. Al Ali, Brest, LA Galaxy, Venezia, Hoffenheim, Whitecaps, Alaves. Alaves gets in there too now. Watford, Elton John. Watford. Watford's in there. Aston Villa, River Plate, Pauk, Southampton, Espanyol, Ferencváros. Hajduk Split. Hajduk Split. Tottenham, Celtic, Rayo Vallecano, Dayon, Alain, Monza, Defensa. An Argentine club in there. Athletic Bilbao, Manchester City, Palermo, Auxerre, Paris, Aarhus, and Basel. Alright. It's not an easy game, I guess. But there you go. Celta Vigo, Lens, Werder Bremen, Ipswich, Union Saint-Gilloise, San Lorenzo, Columbus Crew. That one's a difficult one. I'll say that much. Columbus Crew. Alcazia, Freiburg, Apoel, Neom, Atalanta, Bologna, and Spezia, another Italian team. Alright. Lyon, West Ham, Leicester City, Sheffield United, Eibar, Viking, and Wrexham. They're gonna get fucking slaughtered. Wrexham's in there. Leverkusen, Twente, Inter Miami, Neck, Altaun, Wolves, and Silkeborg. Silkeborg, the players there will be happy to play against Messi. Al Hilal, Ajax, Estudiantes, Derby, Braga, Konyaspor, and Qasim Pasha. Okay, let's put Qasim Pasha. Alright. Next we have Real Madrid's group. Who they got? Huracan, an Argentine club. Huracan's in there. Stuttgart, Sampdoria, Athens, Getafe, Nice, Rakow. They got a pretty mundane group, to be honest. Sampdoria, Athens, Getafe, Nice, Rakow, Al-Shabaab. Alright. Marseille, Bahia, Al Ittihad, Trabzonspor, Birmingham City, Genoa, and Swansea, the Welsh team. Swansea City. He gets in there. Alright. Milan, Atletico Madrid, Everton, Shakhtar Donetsk, Valencia, Preston North End, and Las Palmas. Alright. Las Palmas gets in there. Now my team. Barcelona, Como, Napoli, Copenhagen, Sparta Praha, Union Berlin. These are not easy teams, by the way. What's the worst thing that could happen here? I'd probably say Başakşehir or Parma, I'd say. Those are the teams I would not want to face. It's going to be Nashville. Nashville is playing against Barcelona. And Nashville aren't that easy either, to be honest with you. Fuck, bro. It's hard. It's a hard group. Look at that fucking group. It's a scary group. But I think Barca can pull through, baby. They will pull through. That's my boys. Manchester United, Lazio, Cremonese, Al Nassr, Ghent, Leeds, and... Oh, I didn't click it again. That's not an easy group. It's not an easy group. For as much as I like to shit on some teams, it's not an easy group. Seattle Sounders. They continue on in this group. The Seattle Sounders. PSG, Club Brugge, Jeonbuk Hyundai, Independiente, Michelin, Brøndby, Genk. Belgian side gets in there. Atlético Nacional, Fenerbahce, Augsburg, Cagliari, Schalke, Lanús, and Independiente Rivadavia. Independiente Rivadavia. Porto, Elche, Nottingham Forest, Leipzig, Mainz, Brighton, and Atlanta United. One of the teams that got barely lucky enough to keep on going up to this point. Just because I fucked up. Atlanta United is in there. Strasbourg, Gladbach, FCSB, Lecce, Frankfurt, St. Pauli, and Başakşehir. That ain't an easy one. Başakşehir. All right, it's a tough team right there too. All right, over here we got Inter, Brentford, Hertha, Lech Poznan, Nantes, Sturm Graz, Angers. Barely giving another chance. They got one more chance. Fulham, Torino, Girona, NYFC, Hull City, and Sporting Gijón, and Casapia. Again, they can't kill Casapia either. Casapia. After that, we have Almeria, Ronaldo's own team. Almeria. Lille, Newcastle, Bristol City, Real Betis, Galatasaray, Kocaelispor, and Arauca. Arauca goes in there now. Still interesting. Wolfsburg, Villarreal, Benfica, Nuremberg, Zagreb, Besiktas. Who's going to be the other one? Hammarby. Less important. Hammarby from Sweden. Made it this far. I think they're the only Swedish team so far in this. That's still alive. And last but not least, almost not last but not least, DC United. They're still in this too. DC United. United. Real Sociedad, Roma, Mallorca, Dinamo Kiev, Sassuolo, Argentinos Juniors, and QPR. Liverpool, Fiorentina, Monaco, Osasuna, Sunderland, Utrecht, and Rosario Central. Rosario Central. And last but not least, Parma at the very end of this phase. All right, look at that. We have all the groups now. Everything's nice and set. It's nice and pretty. Remove that. Open that shit. Just delete it. Don't need it no more. We can even close that shit. All right, I just need a moment of silence so I can explain. All right, so we already have, this is a crazy group by the way. Anyway, once the groups are over, there's 31 teams. So what's gonna happen is Bochum, Hertha, there's gonna be 32. Fuck, if I only had one more. If I had one more, I could have made this perfect for these guys down here. What's gonna happen though, these guys are all gonna go in a like basically Champions League style thing. There's gonna be 4 groups. There's gonna be a group, right? So there'll be first, second, third, and fourth. Only first and second go through. Right? There's 32 teams. So there'll be 4 times fucking 1 second. Let me do the math. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. All right, there'll be 7 groups, right? 7 times 4 is 32, right? Right? Yeah, so there'll be 7 groups of 4 teams. All right. So 7 times 4 is what? I don't know my math. I don't know math. 4 times. Hey, hang on. I haven't been in school forever. All right, I've been working for the last like 7 years. Okay, 32. All right, so that's perfect. There'll just be one team. There'll be one group that has. I gotta think about that because if there's 31. I need 8. I gotta think about that one. But the rest of these, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for now, these teams have to play against each other first, and we have to figure out the positions, and then I can decide like after that when I make the group. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make it to where like if there's 31 teams, fuck, I hate that there's 31. If there's just one more gone, I mean one more team, one more player. You know what I mean? Oh, that sucks because I'm trying to figure out how to make this work because then there's gonna be 7 groups of 4. Yeah, 7 groups of 4. Two of them go through. The other two are eliminated. I'm trying to think what the other team would be. I don't think the game will let me like not make the tournament. Like I can't make a group phase thing of 8 groups with 32 teams and not have that extra one more fucker. Hmm. I'm trying to figure that out in my head because that's the only part that's stumping me at the moment. It's the only part that I'm kind of like stuck. Because obviously, all the teams that get 7th place, there's gonna be 31 in total. I need to have 32. If need be, it's gonna be either Al Faiha or I'll make it Al Faiha. No, because it's not fair because I didn't even get in there, bro. Like, what the fuck do I do? Because Al Faiha and Chengdu are the teams that didn't like they were close to qualifying this thing, but they didn't make it. They didn't make the cut, right? So I don't see how it would be fair to put them like be like, oh, y'all didn't play a single match in phase 3, but you get a chance to play in that conference league spot. You know what I mean? And for the other teams, 31. There's 4 teams. It's the same thing, but there's way more teams here. Wait. This is the math. There's 31 groups. There's 31 groups, so there's 4 in each. 31 times 4 is 31 times 4, 124. Hmm. Okay. 64 plus 64 plus 64. 128. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I can make that work a little bit maybe. Hmm. So, because I was thinking of making like, fuck, why does it have to be so complicated? Well, it's the same. It's the same principle. It's gonna be groups of like 4 group. It's gonna be 8 groups, 4 teams in each, and 2 teams qualify, 2 teams qualify, 2 teams qualify. You know what I mean? Ah, it's the only hard part, and that's the hard part. That's the part I'm trying to figure out that I'm gonna have to get to at some point. Unless like after this, it's just a knockout tournament, good old styled bracket. Like let's say Al Ali get first place in Group C, right? So that means they can only play against either like let's say for example Whitecaps get 4th place. Al Ali can play against Venezia and whatnot. Because otherwise I can't figure out how to make this work. Because I'm trying to think. Okay, let's close this now. Let's go to Paint. Because my plan here, my thinking is right. Okay, I want to make this a little bigger, please. Anyway, so my point is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. I can tell I'm tired. 26, 28, 30, and then there's like that one guy because it's 31, right? So the winners of them go against the winners of these. The winners of these ones go to them to play these. Yep. Just making sure. Seeing how this goes out. Yep. There we go. And then this guy will play against the winner of here. Don't have this and this. This against this. This against this. And this against this. And we have the semifinal. Right? There we go. The final. That's one thing I'm gonna have to do for the set. So that's what I'm gonna do. 7th place. It's not gonna be a group stage. It's just gonna be an all-out bracket style shit. Um. Now let's go to pencil. For the other one, groups of 4, right? But so there's 128 teams. So let's say 8 times 4 is 32, right? So there's gonna be Let's open up the calculator again real quick because I need to figure out something. So 32 plus 32 equals that. Plus 32 plus 32. 120. Okay. So I have to do that like 3 times with that one up into the last one because the last one's gonna have over. It's gonna be missing 4. No, it's gonna have. It's gonna be. Cause let's okay again. Let's go back. 31 times 4. It's 124. Hi, hi, hi. This is hard. This is hard. But for now, this is already done. I'll figure out this part. I figured out now. This is gonna be a bracket, outright bracket. Legia Warsaw. So, and like, let's say for example, this is how this ends. What about that actually? Wait a minute. Because there's 2, so 31 times 2, 62. See, it's just missing. It's just missing 1 or 2 players, bro. It's missing 2 players to be a perfect 64. That's what it's missing right now. 2 players to be a perfect 64. So unless what I can do it is possible. Come in. Come eat. Eat some food. You need. All right. So, what if? Okay. What if this? All right. Let's think about this. What if I play against all these teams? Right. It's gonna be 31 teams. Whatever. Blah blah blah. We already saw the schematic on the paint. First and last place. First and second place. Obviously, the first place is gonna be the champion. Yeah. And second place is gonna obviously they're gonna get the silver medal, whatever. But let's say I move both of them up, only those 2, up to the Europa League one, this one. And that way, instead of having 62, I have 64, right? And then after that, we go to the Champions League format, where then obviously the Europa League will have the winner, second place, third and fourth go up to the championship spot. So it's all filled out. I like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I figured it out. Boom. Big brains. It's all recorded. I'll remember it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. But these are all the groups. This is all the fun I'm about to have. I cannot wait. This is gonna be so much fun. I cannot wait. But we'll see you guys next time because right now it is stressful as fuck. I'm gonna like this so I can use it next time. Close that. I'm gonna keep watching that later. This is already done for the day. I'm done recording for the day. So thank you for watching. I have now figured everything out. Everything is now nice and set, nice and cold stone. So okay, so after this whole thing's done, I'll have my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and then I have all. So all these guys are gonna go into playoff format right away. And then the winner and runner-up of this format is gonna go up here to this tournament. Whoever got fifth, sixth, all these other people, and they will be placed. Where's Oreo at? You better not be ready to poop and pee there, girl. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go take my cat outside before she poops in my room. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.